Game, set, match. Welcome to your daily serve of M&Ms.
I'm Maria.
I'm Michael.
Yep.
We're back.
Yes, we are back. So we've been watching the cricket.
Yeah, we have. We've got some popcorn, by the way, so don't mind us if we're just chomping away.
Australia's doing. So Australia lost the first test, drastically. We seem to be doing well this test, though.
For the record, we're playing India, for those who don't know.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to explain.
But yeah, first test, India just steamrolled Australia. It was really bad.
No, it was actually... So, in the first... So, we got India out pretty quickly. Then they got us out quicker. And then they got runs. And then we couldn't. A very brief summary.
I love how you say they got runs. They got like 400.
Yeah, a lot of runs.
But yeah. I think it only spanned 3 days, maybe 4. I can't quite. It was just so quick, and then it was just that one session of batting for India that just took a while, but otherwise the rest of it was quick.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This one, it seems like we got them out quick. Then we scored more runs. And it seems like we could do again, amount of quick again. So hopefully we don't need to get more than 100 runs next innings.
Yeah.
So...
I think they're about 50 shy at the moment. I think
only 4 out.
I think it's 5.
Oh, fine. Well,
Yeah.
let me check.
Maria's on it. She's going to put her journalism's skills into practice. But yeah.
So India trail by 29 runs.
Oh, 29.
Runs, and it's 5 out for 128.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, that's day 2 all wrapped up.
Yep.
But yeah.
Well, so we watched the Philip Hughes
I was
documentary yesterday.
I was going to say, we did see the Philip Hughes docu.
It was really nice, actually. I thought
Yeah.
it was going to be really sad.
I know, I thought it was going to be really sad as well.
I mean, there's a little sad bit in there at the end, but it wasn't, enough to make me cry.
I know, it was more or less... I guess the sad parts were just from players that were really connected to Hughesy, but... Yeah, otherwise it was done really well. It didn't really dwell on tragedy. I felt like
it's like his life story, I guess.
Yeah, no, just sort of. It wasn't a thing that focused on tragedy or anything. It was more just, I guess, more like remembrance more than anything.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, that was a nice take on it. So yeah, really well done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you have any news?
I do. Oh yeah. So I'm just trying to remember what we were talking about last time. It's hard to keep up. We've just had so much happening lately. It's been brutal. Anyways, let me consult my little smartphone of notes. Yes, so, good?
Yeah.
We're on the squeaky couch, by the way, as well, and we've also got drinks, just in case you hear crazy noises. That's just the way we roll. So, the NFL, we're probably about 2/3 of the way through the season at the moment.
Yep.
And I gave my pre-season... forecast, you could call it. And I'm going to have to bring up where I've gone right and where I haven't. So, let me have a quick squiz. What did I say? I said probably by this time that I had a few teams probably not quite on the dot. I think I had where's the Jets? I had the Jets much further ahead compared to what they are.
Further.
Yeah, I can't English anymore. They're really bad. They suck. Atlanta's probably roughly where I had them. I have them at like 7 and 6-ish at this point in the time. Detroit is a little underestimated. I had them at 8 and 5. I think they're like 10 and 1. Green Bay at 7 and 6. I think they're 8 and 5. I think. Or no, sorry, no, they're 9 and 4. They're 9 and 4. Oh, by the way, we're recording this on the 7th of December.
Yeah, at 10:48.
Yeah. So yeah. Carolina's ballpark where I had them. New Orleans the same. The Giants, I have them at 2 and 11. I think I'm bang on the money for that. They just suck. Philadelphia, fairly close. I've got them at like 9 and 4, so they're kind of there. Pittsburgh, I have at 7 and 6. They're a little bit ahead of that. Yeah, a couple of other teams that I think I'm roughly on the right wavelength for a lot of these teams. Except maybe Buffalo. I have them at like 7 and 6. They're like streaks ahead of that. So yeah. Anyways, but I'll give you the division leaders according to the NFL.
How fun?
What's fun?
This
episode so far.
No, like the segment.
The segment, the news. Yeah, I know. I planned this out well in advance, as you can tell. Oh my goodness, I don't know what it is. Can you, if you Google NHL, does your phone do this stupid? Sorry, yeah, NHL. Does your phone do this stupid thing? So let me know in the comments.
Let me try.
Let me know in the comments if you Google NHL or NFL
ice hockey.
Yeah, and you try to go to the table. Like it gives you your Google search gives you games. Then you go to table. My table is just like blank. Yours just works flawlessly. I hate that. That's just really frustrating. Mine doesn't. I think I have to actually like close it and then reopen it. It's just so stupid. I'm just like, what the hell is that?
Update.
Well, it's just the search thing on Google. I don't think it needs an update. It's just Google software. Anyways, I'll just use the official app. Anyways, Buffalo are officially in to the playoffs. They're sitting at 10 and 2. They've clinched the division. Pittsburgh and Baltimore lead the AFC North. Pittsburgh are 9 and 3. Baltimore's 8 and 5. Both teams. Baltimore's just they're fun to watch. New England and Jacksonville have both been eliminated from playoffs because they suck. Houston are leading the AFC South, but they haven't got a place in the playoffs yet. They're 8 and 5, followed closely by Indianapolis at 6 and 7. The Kansas City Chiefs have been really dominant this year, but they are complete frauds. They're not even real. They're not a real team. They're 11 and 1. They've got a really tough back half of the schedule. They've got to play the Chiefs, the Broncos. I think they even have to play Philly again. It's going to be a rough season out, I think, for the Chiefs. But yeah, and I think people will see that they're not quite that team going forward. So yeah, but anyways, they've locked in a playoff spot. They haven't clinched the division, even though they're 3 games ahead of the Chargers and Denver. But yeah, they're 11 and 1 on the season. I really hope that someone just exposes them for the fraud of a team they are. They're just really bad. Anyways, moving on to the and Vegas have been eliminated. Philadelphia lead their division 10 and 2, followed closely by Washington at 8 and 5, with the Giants being eliminated as well because the Giants suck. The Giants are horrendous. I can't watch them. They're so bad. Detroit, albeit they did move off Daniel Jones, who was just a truly pathetic quarterback. And he made like $160 million or something over 4 years for being bad. Anyways,
nice.
Detroit have clinched the division. No, sorry, they haven't clinched the division. They have clinched a playoff spot. They're 12-1 on the season, followed closely, really closely, by Minnesota at 10-2, and Green Bay at 9-4. The NFC South is a bit of a joke, as is the NFC West. Atlanta and Tampa are tied at 6-6 in the NFC South. I thought Atlanta would be a little bit ahead of Tampa, like at least 2 games, but it'll be interesting how this pans out. I thought Baker Mayfield probably might have just regressed a little bit, but he hasn't. He's sensational. I think if we just go based off quarterback skill, Baker Mayfield's better than Kirk Cousins. Yeah. I'd like to see Tampa in there, that's for sure. And then the NFC West, we have Seattle leading the division at 7-5, followed closely by Arizona, the Rams, both at 6-6, and 49ers sitting last in that division at 5-7, which is probably a little bit unexpected for the 49ers. I think a lot of people expected them to be a lot further ahead than where they are. But brings us to our talking point on Brock Purdy. I don't think he's the guy. Move off him. And that wraps up my talking point.
Nice. Finally.
So yeah. Anyways, what did you want to do? Do you want to do a segment or something? Or?
Yeah. So I want to talk about squash.
Oh, you want to talk about squish? Let's
so
go.
We have the little Siri. No.
Yeah, go away, Siri.
Do you want to read it?
We have the Milwaukee Hong Kong Squash Open 2024.
Yes.
Sorry, wait, well, can you see the prize money again? What? Did that say 207,000?
Oh, that's divvied between all the players there.
Yeah. And there'd be what? Like, at least maybe 7 rounds? So 128 players?
No, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. So there's 32 participants in. Is that just for the men's or both pools?
Women's, yeah.
So 207 is split into 2, so 100 grand roughly.
No. It's 200. It's for each their own.
Okay, so 200 for men's and 200 for the women's.
Well.
Oh my goodness, that's a crazy first place prize figure.
What would it be?
I mean, I don't know how to break it down, but you're probably talking like at least a fifth, right, of 200,000.
That's sick. No, Al Shabini's in the final.
Mm-hmm.
Because Reva is injured.
Mm-hmm.
Shabini plays the winner of Al Hamami or Gohar.
Okay.
So we're going to go to the men's. It is Ali Farag and Alias in the semi-final.
Mm-hmm.
And Malikan and Asel. So,
Okay.
Macon. Why did I say Malikan every time? I don't know why. So,
Wasn't that a character from like Thor or something? I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy.
no idea. Anyways. So I feel like Farag will probably win.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Macon.
I would like to see John Mackin get in.
Same.
He, like, I remember I think you played his, like, day in the life of a squash player video or something.
Yeah.
Dude, that was psycho. Like, what was it, like conditioning or something? Then he's like, yeah, then I do a workout, like, 2 hours later or something, and then go off and do some boxing, and...
No, that's what a lot of squash players do.
No, their workouts are just full on.
It must be nice.
To not have to do a normal job, hey?
Yeah. And just focus on squash. I'd like to do that.
Wouldn't we all?
But I don't get paid enough from squash, so I need to work. Sad life. Anyway, that's all the news I have anyways.
Fair enough.
Pittsburgh are still
Terrible.
not good, yeah. So,
All
don't worry
good.
about the NHL.
All good. Do you want to drift into a segment?
Do you have any other news?
Maybe after a segment.
I like to get the news out of the way first.
I feel like we need to mix it up. I think we need to do like news segments. That way, our very limited audience,
Okay.
if there is any,
Give us feedback. Do you want news first, then games, or do you want to mix it up? Let us know.
or you want segments then news. Do you want to just have fun and then just be like, all right, I already got my news.
No. Let us know, but...
Just let us know if you're actually listening by hitting the like button.
And let us know how shit we are.
And be sure to tell all your friends just how shit we are. So that they can... That just so they know how shit we are as well. Like,
We know Foxwood is watching. Listening.
yeah, we know that you guys are listening. You criminal
Stealing
thieves.
my ideas.
Stealing our ideas, really.
That's rude.
Like, honestly, you couldn't even just be like, hey, we liked your idea. We're going to steal it. Like, at least acknowledge that.
Like, at least credit us.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, we already know that... You guys already know that we can't afford lawyers.
Broke.
we can't afford lawyers. We can't take you to court. So
Sponsor us at least.
yeah, Sportsbet, sponsor us so that we can have lawyers so that people can't steal our ideas. Cheers.
Or we could just work with Fox Footy.
No, I can't. Backstabbing.
Oh,
But yeah. But yeah, that was a good batch. Sorry, talking about the popcorn.
I don't know, a little popcorn kernels left over.
Yeah, no,
It's
normally...
always nice.
I know, normally when we do popcorn, we
Feels
get...
like a waste when there's a lot. I'm just like...
I know, you're just like, oh, really? But here it's just like, oh, I don't care
And
if I...
pop, well, sometimes you pop it and it burns, but there's still a lot left over.
You
know what I mean?
I know.
It's hard to gauge.
So, yeah. Anyways. Alright, sorry. News.
I thought we were doing a segment.
I was just making sure I've gone through all my news. Oh, okay.
I went through all my news.
Fair enough. So yeah, even though your Penguins are not doing very flash in the NHL, well, guess what? Neither are my Oilers. They're kind of stinky.
What about Minnesota?
Minnesota, yeah, you're top of the division.
Yes.
Yeah, and Utah Ice Hockey Club.
Oh no.
Don't worry, they're kind of stinky. They're kind of pooey. They're kind of putty.
Yeah, it's just Utah.
No, it's pretty bad.
Avalanche, Penguins. You know, what was it? Wild Utah. Ugh.
Utah.
Disgusting.
Anyways, Maple Leafs lead their division.
Yeah, see, Maple Leafs, that's cool. Utah.
The Capitals lead their division.
Utah.
Wild lead theirs, and the Golden Knights, as disgusting as they are, that's really bad though. Golden
Still
Knights.
a better name than Utah.
It is, but still bad. They lead their division, which is basically my division. Yeah. We no, I can't.
Yeah, nah.
I just want Edmonton to be good.
The complaint department is closed.
Anyways,
Segment.
segments. Which one are we
You have
doing?
Quiz?
Did you want quiz?
I want quiz.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm getting old. All right. So, whoops. All right. Hang point. What? There we are. So,
This is great.
no, sorry. Alright. So these are... I gave 5 questions of trivia in the last episode. These are the remaining 5. And then I'm going to have to prepare some more. Or maybe...
I have a question for everyone. Anyway.
Okay.
And I'll answer it at the end of the episode if I remember to do so.
Well, then I'll remind you,
The
okay?
question is, do you know what a diamond duck is? You can think about it.
And while you're thinking about it, put your answer in the comments. And then, edit it later. And then that way we can check that you've edited your post. And then we can call out the liars.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a cricket term, by the way, if you didn't realise.
It's the what?
It's a cricket term, if you guys didn't realise.
Yeah. Diamond duck, cricket. What does it mean?
Don't search either.
Yeah, do not search.
Use your brains.
Yes. Or whatever you've got. If you're like me, it's just a box of rocks, basically.
Okay, ask the questions.
Ask the question.
Questions.
Alright. Question 1. You'll get this easily. But you are not allowed to answer till I give all the options.
No.
Alright. Question 1. The Constellation Cup for netball is held between Australia and New Zealand. This year, what was the record for the Constellation Cup? Was it A, 3-1 Australia, B, 3-2 Australia, C, a 2-2 draw, or D, a 3-1 New Zealand?
Last one.
D, 3-1 New Zealand. The correct answer is 3-1 New Zealand. Did you get that one right at home? Or in your car, if you're listening to this on your way to work, or...
I don't think anyone's listening to this.
Probably not. They probably tuned out like 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
Alright, question 2. Which Australian batsman fell for Australia in their test match against India this series and went for a golden duck?
Not too many.
Was it A, Steve Smith, B, Nathan McSweeney, C, Usman Khawaja, D, Manos Labuschagne, or E, Alex Carey?
I'm gonna go with... Oh no, I don't even remember. No.
For those that are listening, this is the test that was done prior to the current test.
I've already forgot about it. This new test. I'm gonna go with Smith.
Steve Smith? The correct answer is Steve Smith.
Nice.
Question 3. Which of these teams that are featured in the 2025 AFL opening round did not feature in this year's opening round?
I don't even remember. Definitely not Bulldogs.
Was it A, Gold Coast, B, Essendon, C, GWS, D, Sydney, or E, Collingwood?
Essendon?
The correct answer is Essendon. Well done. How you guys going at home? You 3 for 3 like Maria?
Have you seen the Sun's new logo? It's disgusting.
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
Oh, I can't stop talking. I can't. Sometimes it's just I can't get it out of my mind.
I know, it's pretty bad.
I want it to not be there, but I can't unsee it. I'm gonna be seeing it all season. Oh no.
Honestly. Question 4. Which Premier League team holds the record for the most goals scored in a season? Is it A, Manchester City,
I don't think
B,
that's
Liverpool,
probably
C, Arsenal,
no.
D, Chelsea, or E, Tottenham Hotspur?
I think it could be Tottenham. I'm going to go with Liverpool.
You're going to go Liverpool. Liverpool. The correct answer is Manchester City.
Us?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because we break salary cap, that's why. I just had to.
All good. See if you can get this last one, especially for playing at home. How you going? You 4 for 4? If you are, you got to get this last one right. Otherwise, I don't know. You got to put Mentos in a Coke and drink it. Question 5. Which of these NFL quarterbacks was the most recent season MVP? Was it A, Josh Allen, B, Patrick Mahomes, C, Tom Brady, D, Lamar Jackson, or E, Matthew Stafford?
Oh, that was Mahomes, so that's what I'm going to go with.
You're going to go with Mahomes?
It's gonna be wrong. Yeah.
The correct answer is D, Lamar Jackson.
I don't know who that is.
He's a really good quarterback for Baltimore.
Okay.
And
Like Edgar Allan Poe. Because Raven.
Yeah.
Raven.
That's-
Ravens.
I feel like I remember you telling me that was a fun fact or something that...
It's a fun fact to me. I'm not sure if it's a fun fact to you.
No, but I think there is some truth in the Edgar Allan Poe thing in Baltimore and some connection there. But I could be totally wrong. Because Baltimore used to be called the Baltimore Colts, but then the Colts went to a new city, which has become Indianapolis, and then Baltimore got a new team franchise, which was the Baltimore Ravens. So, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. But anyways, that wraps up trivia. How'd you guys go at home? Did you get 5 out of 5? Next time I will have 10 out of 10. Don't worry. So,
Nice.
anyways, did you want to do any other segments?
So I did have a segment ready. I need to find it though. So if you want to, you can just talk randomly.
I can talk random stuff. Alright. Yeah, so with the way that the NFL season...
Found it.
Never mind. I'll talk about it later.
It's gonna be harder to find. Anyways, because it's on ChatGPT and I have a lot of chats open.
Yeah, same.
So I don't know. Sometimes it could. Sometimes I just lose it. I'm just like, I don't know where it is anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is it, who I am.
Do you mean who am I?
Yeah, same thing. You have to guess the athlete I'm talking about.
Alright, let's go.
I'll give you a sport because there's a lot of athletes in the world, right?
What are you talking about?
So it's AFL.
Alright.
Okay, I was born in 1995 and grew up in Melbourne, Australia.
Okay.
Does that narrow it down for you?
Yeah, so 1995, that makes him what? 29? I think? Yeah.
2 years older than you, right?
29 or at the very least 28.
Mm-hmm.
Because they might have a birthday coming up. But you've only got, what, 17?
Yeah, definitely 29.
Yeah.
I'm a left-footed midfielder known for my versatility and elite decision-making.
This has to be Bond.
You're so boring!
When you said left-footed midfielder, I was just like, this is like one of the only guys that I can think of.
Then maybe AFL should be better.
I don't know many left-footers, right? Like, you know what's crazy? I actually thought Bont was right-footed for the longest time, and then I saw him Cam Mooney one, right in front of goal. I went, oh, he's left-footed. But yeah,
Can I tell you a story?
sure.
So I was playing Christine Nunn one time.
Mm-hmm.
She's an ex professional squash player. I think she was like top 50 in the world. I think her highest ranking is like 39. I'm pretty sure. So pretty good player, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was playing her one time. In like a graded event, Women's Open, and she was like, you're much better on your backhand than your,
On your forehand.
forehand. And she's pointing to the left-hand side. I was like, that's because that is my forehand. I'm left-handed. She's like, oh, I didn't know that. I was like, yeah, you're a great player. How did you know?
It's so weird though. Like some people, what's crazy? Like some athletes, they prepare and strategize their game so differently. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll give you an example. Tom Brady, right? So during the last playoff game prior to the Super Bowl, there's a 2-week like break, if you want to call it that, between the two events happening, right? So last post game prior to the Super Bowl, 2 weeks later, the Super Bowl, right? And Tom Brady kicked his entire family out of the house. He's like, just go on holiday. I don't care. Just go away because I need to prepare for the Super Bowl. And like they, his family understood that. They're like, okay, yeah, cool. You need to be, leader of this team, go win the Super Bowl kind of thing, right? He kicks his... And then there's like Tyreek Hill, who's a wide receiver for Miami, and he's just like, yeah, when I'm preparing for a game, I'll just jump on and play Madden the night before and just get like an overview of players that are on the team that he's about to play.
That's hilarious. I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like,
can we get like a squash version of that so I can play it before my squash matches?
Yeah, exactly. Honestly. It's just like, what the... It's kind of funny. You know what I mean?
I love it.
But, and like some people, I guess like squash play, like you always... You're a very smart squash player. You go on and you pick out right left-handed almost immediately, and I think that's probably because you're also left-handed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're just like...
Left hand just kind of sneak up on you a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And you notice that and you're like, alright, well, if they're going to sneak up, I'm going to take advantage of this or something. Do you know what I mean? And when I play you, which isn't... It's not like that really means anything, but I sort of just don't care about... You do the whole racket spin to determine who's going to serve. I don't really care.
I know, but just to see who serves first. And it really just frustrates me when like, oh no, I really couldn't care less. I just want to know who's serving.
I know.
How else do I know who's going to serve?
I know, but like, it's just that you're spinning your racket. That's fine. I'd even be happy to spin my racket if it means you choose. I just don't care which way it chooses because it's going to be completely random anyways when we spin it. Do you know what I mean?
What's the whole point?
I know, but I was like, I don't care. Like, I'm just going to say, you choose which one you want. Right?
Just pick one, fam. Up or down.
So, yeah. Anyways. But yeah, so... And then it's also like, like if I win the serve, I don't care which side, even if it's during the game, I want, like hand out to me. I will just stand in whichever box is basically closer.
I find that lazy.
Like I just don't care. I'm just like, I'm just going to hit this ball, see if you can hit it back, right? And if I hit it really poorly, I just go, yeah, okay, I didn't hit that very well. Do you know what I mean?
Is that how you play baseball?
I suppose, in a way. Like, some guys go up in the batter's box and they're like, they try to play like a psychology game. They're just like, alright, cool, this pitcher just threw like 2 fastballs to me. So what's he going to throw now? Maybe probably something like off speed or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, they try to like predict what's coming. When I go into bat, I just go, I'm just sitting fastball, and I'm just gonna, if it starts to not look fastballish, I will stop swinging and, or not stop, but like at least slow my swing down. Do you know what I mean? Like that's all I do. I just hunt fastball, similar to how you've been told to hunt the volley. It's kind of the same thing. I just hunt fastball, and if the volley's not there, then you just go to the corner and pick the ball out. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, that's kind of how I bat. When I'm pitching, sometimes if I'm pitching, I'll try to read what the batter's done. Right? If I throw 2 fastballs past them and they haven't swung, 100% the next pitch I'm throwing is another fastball. Like you haven't swung the bat, so you haven't got the timing on the pitch at all. Do you know what I mean? So if you foul it off, okay. If you're trying to play psychology and you think I'm going to throw you a curveball or something, you're going to be surprised big time. Do you know what I mean? So, like, this is why, especially when you coach juniors, oh my god, it's so frustrating to coach a junior baseball team and you just see them sitting back watching a first pitch fastball go by. You're just like, did you not want to? Do you not want to swing? Do you not want to be here? Get that pitch. But yeah, I just find it interesting that some people just play sports so like differently, like strategically differently. And even like when we were watching Phillip Hughes, like I feel like there's a lot of batsmen that are just kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna, just like knock the ball down, just not run. I'm just going to find my ball that I want to hit.
I feel like sometimes it comes from how you played cricket. Like sometimes, backyard cricket, you have different rules, and then sometimes that sort of sticks with you, and then it's sort of, there's sort of like different rules in home cricket and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
I know. And
sometimes it just sort of makes them the player that they are. That's kind of interesting.
I know. And then there's Phillip Hughes, and I'm not going to lie, I didn't really see much of him at all, but like watching the documentary, all I took away from that was he just likes to swing at everything. Honestly, you could probably throw him a spinner first ball and he might go out. Do you know what I mean? But like, he just liked to take a big swing, hit it hard, let it go far, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, that worked for him. Do you know what I mean? And then there's other guys that are just like, I'm just going to wait for that one ball that I can hit. I want that fast ball.
I know, it's like Labuschagne. He's very famous for his no run.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It's kind of funny.
But, yeah. Alright, do we have any other segments that you want to go through? No? Alright.
That's all I have.
Fair enough. I do have my weekly NFL picks. So I'm just going to choose my 5 favourites.
Oh, yes, please.
That way we're not going to run through everything, because I understand there's a lot. So,
boring.
For those that if you're into looking at what the handicap markets are like, these are probably some of my favourites that I like. We have the very first one is the Raiders and Tampa Bay match. The Buccaneers are favoured by 6.5. I like Tampa 6.5. The Raiders lost Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, not that great. Tampa are fighting to get this division. Baker Mayfield's playing his best season. He's going to continue. Take the line. Buccaneers win. Probably I'd even say maybe 34-17. I don't even think it's really that close. Yes. Moving on, we have the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. It's a bit of an interesting one. I think I'm probably... I'm just having a look. Ooh, it's gone to 4.5. Oh, okay, no, I'm not going to take 4.5 anymore. That one's gone. Abandon ship. What else do we have? Oh, the Chargers at Kansas City. I do like the Chargers here. Give the Chargers plus 4.5. Absolutely. I think Chargers will get ahead. Chiefs will probably try and round it out towards the end. But, yeah, give them... They might win by like a field goal. The Chiefs... I don't even think they're going to win. I actually think the Chargers probably will win this game. Justin Herbert has been just week in, week out, getting better, all because of Jim Harbaugh's coaching. And the Chiefs are just frauds. They really are. They win the fourth quarter because they know they've got 4 downs. I don't think it's going to be enough. I like the Chargers here, plus 4.5. Yeah, I think Chargers can win this game 21-20. Who else we got? We have Cincinnati at Dallas. Yeah, I like Cincinnati here a lot. Cooper Rush is not their quarterback. It is Dallas home field, so that's a bit of a tough one, but I just don't see it happening. I really do like Cincinnati a lot here. Minus 5.5. I think Cincinnati can probably win this 28-20. And then that's 3, right? I've told them
so.
Chiefs.
I'm not gonna lie, so I'll turn off when this happens.
All good. I've said Chargers, the Chargers game. Why is this thing? Sorry, hang tight, everyone. All right. I've given Chargers, Bengals. I gave the other one, the Raiders Bucks game. Who else is there? There is Atlanta at Minnesota. I don't think Atlanta's that good. What's the line here? 5.5. Tough one.
Don't have diarrhea, oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, I'm really struggling here. We also have this interesting one, which is Buffalo at the Rams. Buffalo are favoured by 3.5. I'm going to probably say I like the Rams here, plus 3.5. I just think Matt Stafford is being really solid. Kyren Williams is doing a lot on the rushing side of the ball. And I like the Rams being a home favourite here. Give them 3.5. I think Bills may edge ahead, but not by much. This could be like 24-23. And then...
is this the last one?
This will be the last one.
Yay.
Last. I think the only other one that I really, 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 really like is probably going to be the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. If this thing will open for me. There we are. I only pressed it 30 times. Is Pittsburgh are favoured by 6.5. I think I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns plus 6.5. Being in Pittsburgh, I don't even know what the weather's like, but it probably will be like a snowy kind of game, I reckon. Like Myles Garrett, if you know who he is for Cleveland, he well and truly despises. He loathes Pittsburgh. I think he's going to have a lot of sacks. So yeah, I think Cleveland plus 6.5. Steelers probably still edge ahead. Something like, like maybe 26 to 26, 22 or something. But yeah, take the Browns 6.5. I think that's a good one. And yeah, they are my picks for this week. Anyways, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, that's about all for me.
It's about all from Maria. So yeah, remember, underdogs are the way to go. And until then, we will see you in our next episode, which will probably be next week at some point. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Until then, like I say, bet on the underdog.